Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Tar Heels will put total leather and will get started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Showing the arm straight down the left side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run, then you open it up for the passing game.
Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Firing to the right, complete. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Hey, nice job by the QB. It's 3rd down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
The Gamecocks have this offense rolling. Looking to pass, it's Sellers. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Wants to go up top. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
All right, good news, the game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Tar Heels can really attack on this 2nd and short. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
The Tar Heels line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Lopez wants to fire. Throwing right. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the Tar Heels decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Bennett. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter as we get ready to get things started. The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He wants to change this route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's looking deep. Makes the grab at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, South Carolina!
And these offenses, man, they've been struggling, and you've been waiting. Who's going to make the big play? They finally break through. They make the big explosive play, and maybe this is what they needed to get this offense rolling.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
7, North Carolina, 0.
He'll bring it out. It's Culliver. It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. Big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Lopez to pass. He's going to fire deep. Reels it in down the left side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
looking for a huge play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And they are showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Lopez wants to fire. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
It'll be 3rd and long. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Might be changing the route. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. That's caught. It's Brown. Breaks into the open. Snowed under by the defense.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the air, it's Sellers. Here's a heat. Got him downfield. Sprinting away. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executed beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Lopez to pass. Gonna take a shot. Pulls it in down the sideline. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
And the Tar Heels are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Pressure coming. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
The Tar Heels line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time, didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Quarterback making adjustments. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So backing up with that penalty, and they can feel their own goalpost looming over their shoulder. To the air, it's Sellers. Under fire. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They've got it at the 20 on 2nd and 5. Running back searching for a hole. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The Gamecocks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Leaves it with the running back.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Gonna let it fly.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They want to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Back to pass, it's Sellers. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that third down. Now, the offense is in an interesting situation.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. He's got it and still on his feet. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. And the Gamecocks are flying down the field. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Got it back on second and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Follow.